kind of like many people, we go through our phase where, high school, college, go to parties, get drunk.
I think we were talking about it last week, but me and my wife been talking. We're praying for a kid.
Let's go.
I don't know why.
Hey God, honestly, just being honest with him and just be like, God, I'm feeling this way right now, and I don't understand. I need you. I don't understand how else I can go about my day without inviting you into this.
First question is, do you guys drink alcohol, and what is your view of drinking alcohol as a Christian?
Let's see. I think this week pushed a lot of content for the brand.
Dude,
these last couple of days.
You've been killing it.
Yeah. It's a lot of just work. My wife just started her new job this week.
Hey,
Shout out to the wifey. Let's go.
Getting used to her kind of non-flexible schedule.
Yeah.
But, let's see what else happened this week.
Well, let's bring that in. So we just found out that she works on Sundays, works on Sundays for the next couple of weeks. As a husband, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, it sucks, but this is a job me and her were praying for.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, so as far as we know, it's only this week and next week. So only 2 Sundays now, because her schedule is pretty random.
Yeah.
If someone were to call out on a day, they would call her to come in and work. So hopefully these 2 Sundays are just temporary, but that's how I feel about it. And I just, I'm going to miss being in service with her next to me, worshiping together.
Right. Yeah.
Taking notes together.
Yeah, that's the best part.
It's funny because we take notes and I know she can't keep up.
Yeah.
And then she'll be looking at my notebook and I write it down. I'm like, here you go, babe.
You're just like this.
Now you're just gonna turn to your neighbor and show him your notes.
You taking notes? You should.
He's like,
yeah.
And serving together, tearing down the church together is going to be different. But it's only 2 weeks for now.
Only temporary, bro.
Yeah.
It's only temporary.
Yeah.
I think it's also my job to make sure she's watching the sermon with me, and it makes me learn more too. But
yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
God will turn it for good, bro.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. This week has been pretty productive for me. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I feel like every day there's been something, which is good. But more specifically, I've had this fire for volleyball, bro.
I see your story,
bro.
I want to go play.
Yo, okay. So if you guys didn't know, Las Vegas now has a professional women's volleyball team, and they just started playing at the Dollar Loan Center, and so we went for the opening night, and I'll try to summarize it. We went for the opening night. Crystal made an Instagram post, she made a reel, right? And basically,
that reel was dope too.
Yeah, she made a reel, and it I guess landed on the official fan page. It's called Vegas Thrill. That's kind of why I'm wearing this Vegas VGK.
City Light.
But Vegas Thrill, the people that run the Instagram, they found that, and they were in contact with her for the last week, basically.
Wow, sick.
And I didn't know, right?
The heck, Crystal?
Yeah, no, she was hiding it, dude.
Now.
Basically, so she now she got free tickets, and I didn't know.
What?
She got free tickets, bro.
Hey, the
from the
hookup.
people. Yeah. So we went a few days ago, and we were walking down the bleachers, right? And she shows me the ticket, and it says row F, or I just saw F. So we're walking down the bleachers, and I'm like, "Hey, this is F. Let's sit here." And she goes, "No, that's not it. That's not our row." And I'm like, "What do you mean? This is F. I'm reading it right here."
Oh, you guys were in the front, huh?
No, dog. So she was like, "No, we're on the floor." And I'm like, "No, you're tripping."
Floor.
So we went down on the floor. We circled around, and we literally sat next to the teams.
Oh, that's
That's
sick.
dope, bro.
Next to the teams.
Wow.
And what's funny is we were going around the floor, and we were we don't know where to sit. She didn't know where to sit. So we were going usher by usher. Shout out Usher, Super Bowl. But we were getting about to get seated, and all I hear on the side is "Hey, that's the Instagram couple." And I'm like, "What? Who are you?"
Dang, y'all
so this
famous.
guy stopped us, and he was like, "Hey, you're Austin and Crystal, right?" And I was like, "What?
sick.
What do you
Wow.
mean?" And he was like, "Yeah, hey, my name is," I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm the director of ticketing. take my number. I got you guys if you guys need anything. And then he was like, here, take a seat. Like, so he put us in a row, like basically courtside. And it's crazy because
dope.
I always think of like the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Courtside, like celebrities. It's, you know what I mean? Like it's higher up. Bro, we were in it. And it was so sick. Yeah.
Let's talk about what else you posted, bro. Something you declared over in your story.
The what?
Media team?
Oh,
Come on now.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wait, what?
For you were at the volleyball game,
yeah.
and you took a video of some
Yep.
rando.
yeah. She's actually not random. It's crazy. I thought she was random. So I was kind of there's so on the court side there's a front row, and it was like the season holder tickets, and they're like their kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was second row, which is like 6 seats, and it was just me and Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like shooting with my iPhone, and like this girl comes and sits right in front of me, and she has her like legit camera, and she's recording. And I recorded her, and I said, I forgot what I said. I was like, this is gonna be me soon. Like I'm speaking it into existence because I legit want to shoot sports content.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be dope.
and little did I know later on, like I DM'd her before or after the first game that we attended, because she's actually one of the main people that does all the video for the fan page. Yeah, she DM'd me back today actually, and
dope.
she was just saying how like she got her media pass, because she's been doing it for about a year, but yeah. So recently I've been falling in love with everything like videography and like media. And it's crazy, just like where God's kind of taking my spiritual gifts right now.
Yeah.
You know, where I love making like long form content like this podcast, but I also love recording at church and stewarding my gifts there. And also now, like me and my wife love volleyball, bro.
Yeah,
And
bro.
there's so many videographers around the court, and I'm like, bro, that's so like I could do that, dude.
Dude,
Like,
for real.
and yeah, so I'm kind of speaking that into existence. Like hopefully soon I can get a media pass.
Yeah.
It's funny because I posted that and JR goes, dude, you're doing social media for the Vegas Tour? And I was like, I'm making my way towards it. But yeah, and it's, I mean, tickets are cheap. Like
They are, yeah.
And it's like a live event. Like Dollar Loan Center is small enough to where you can see everything. But I love it, bro. And I guess now I have a connect. With them.
Yeah.
Literally, the guy was like, "Yo, if you need anything, like, let me know."
If you need anything,
Bro.
Yeah, I'm
don't
gonna need a
ask.
season ticket pass right now.
I'm just gonna do that, dude. If I go like for one game, I'm just gonna make content. I'm just gonna make a reel and then see if I can get the same
Dude,
exact
it's
thing,
crazy
bro.
how social media can really
real.
like boost your presence, because
Yeah.
all it took was Crystal to make that one social media post and it landed on the Vegas Thrills page. And then like, it's also like me shooting my shot. So like after the first game, I literally followed a bunch of people. I DM'd them like, hey, like I don't have sports experience, but I would love to be able to bring my camera.
Yeah.
If you know any opportunities where I can get a media pass. And Crystal was kind of just like hesitant for me to do it. But I told her, you got to shoot your shot, like somebody's gonna, I don't know. And then like another guy commented today, and he like runs the main, it's called B League, which is like the main volleyball group here.
Right.
And he was like, hey, I saw you guys. Like, I can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. And I'm like, oh dang,
bro.
Like people see us. So
I see you.
It's actually pretty cool because like some people know us as like the Instagram couple, and I'm kind of we're going again tomorrow night. We got free tickets because my wife works for Station Casinos, and they've been sending emails to the employees like, hey, first 100 people to email us back will get free tickets. And Crystal just emails them back right away. So we've been getting free tickets.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
I'll leave
Yeah.
them.
I'm gonna text the guy. I'm gonna need 10 tickets for the boys. Yeah. But we were talking earlier, like VGK game. We should go to a Vegas Golden Knights game, dude.
I think it's speaking of that. Now that Kyla has this new job, bro, she has discounts.
She gets 50%
off. Each
Dude, that's half, dude. If people didn't know, that's 50%. Yeah. Yo, we gotta go.
I'm down. I've
That'd
never
be
been.
so sick.
I've never been.
It's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only gone twice, but each time it was fun. I think they lost both games, but
Yeah.
even if they lose, have you been to a game?
Oh, I've been to ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to ton. I went to a playoff game last year too.
Oh, sick.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. It is like the atmosphere that we have here for like sports in Vegas is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's getting so crazy.
Yeah, the atmosphere for churches we didn't grow that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, like,
Come on now.
yeah. I mean, it's dope though.
Yeah.
Just because, like, you know, I don't know, like they're all coming together.
Yeah.
Like they're just like all coming together with hockey, with baseball, with volleyball now.
Isn't Vegas getting the A's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting
Yeah.
A's. Confirmed, bro.
Yeah, we're getting it.
hopefully,
I don't even watch baseball, but
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah, I need to be better. Well, I only watched like the Aces.
yeah.
Like playoff game.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah.
And I just didn't even follow their champion. So I need to get better. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's cool that they are able
Yeah.
to like win. They've won like 2 championships in a row
Yeah.
now. So yeah, bro.
I've only seen one baseball game. Me and Crystal went to San Diego, so we watched the San Diego. I don't even know their team name, but it was funny because we didn't even watch the game. We were just drinking, and we're actually gonna get into that later.
we're actually gonna get into
but yeah, I can't even remember what happened at the game. But I feel like baseball for me is one of those where it's just a hangout.
Yeah, bro.
We
that's
should
how I
probably not
feel
tell
about it.
Jason that, but
No, dude, no. I mean, that's how I feel too. Like I've been to baseball games with Jay and everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool. I could watch the game for a little bit and be like, oh, like when they have like a home run or something like
Yeah.
that. Like it's always cool for that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, damn, I have to ask them questions.
Yeah.
Because their scoreboard is literally like, I don't know, like RBI or
Yeah.
bounty balls.
Yeah, I don't
and,
understand
like,
anything
It's
about it.
very.
I don't
There's a lot of
understand
like stuff that goes into it, other than where I'm like a football guy. It's just super simple. And, like,
yeah.
you could read the scoreboard easily and stuff. And so, I mean, like and it's just long. It can be long.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I heard it. So it's a lot faster because I went to an Angels game, like a long time ago when I was in Bible college because it was like one of our trips. So we went to an Angels game and it was just so long. I remember being done.
Yeah.
Just done with it, dude. And then we went for Emery's bachelor party. Shout out Daniel Emery. He's the
Shout out.
number one Angels fan. And we went over there to the game and it was just much faster because I guess they changed the rules
Yeah.
with how like fast they could pitch or like there's a timer
Yeah.
to like when they could pitch and stuff like that.
Well, like it goes. So what? There's 9 innings.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So there's like 30 innings, right?
I think it's 9 innings.
But
yeah.
then it can prolong to like 10, 12 innings, right?
Well, I don't know. Like
No, I've heard of stories where it gets extended, like because if it's a tied game, it's just gonna add another inning.
Ooh.
So
Until
if you
someone
basically
gets it.
go until you win. So it can go up to like 9, 10, 12 innings. It's kind of like NBA. If it was overtime, you just keep going until it's like second overtime, third overtime.
Yeah.
How about you, Zach? How's your week, bro?
It's been good, bro. It's definitely like challenging. I think we're about to get into prayers, but I mean like one of the things that I've just been like dealing with is is my mindset at work, low key.
That's
yeah,
tough.
just because of like I don't know, maybe it's just like exhaustion or something like that I feel, which I shouldn't just I always like tell myself like I shouldn't be like feeling exhausted.
What's your mindset though?
My mindset is just like in the moment when something goes wrong, I'm just like, dang it, dude, I could have been, I place it all on myself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'll place it all on myself because I know that I could have been better in that situation or something like that, you know?
Is that like with people, with
I would
dropping off
say with-
orders, or like,
I would say, okay, so like in my situation, it would be with like, so I'm a FedEx ground delivery driver. So in my situation, it would just be how fast or how not only fast, but like how efficient I could be
Yeah.
in my delivering. So if I make a mistake, I could be like hard on myself with either just like the driving aspect or the delivering aspect, because obviously it can be exhausting.
oh yeah,
That's so
like,
taxing. Yeah.
Yeah. dude, like today-
driving is work, bro.
no,
Yeah.
for real. And
Yeah,
like today I had like I had like stops in apartments that were like 3 stories, and I went I went up this with this heavy box, and I went up this 3-story, and okay, listen.
I love how you just said this.
And I'm like this. I'm just kidding. No, like, and I'm going up the 3-story. I'm more like this. I'm like sprinting, and I went up there, and it wasn't the right apartment.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have the numbers, and I was just like, and I delivered there multiple times, so I got mad at myself for not, and I was like, come on, Zach,
Yeah.
you're better than this. And like, and I had to go down, and then I went up to the right apartments. So it could be like, just like taxing in that sense. So I guess like, yeah, my mindset I could be very just hard on myself. That's what it comes down to. I don't give myself, I guess, just enough, like, or I think about it. I think a lot about, I think about it too much about like how I can be better in a certain situation or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be better at that. That's actually, we're about to get into prayer. So that's actually one of the things I've been praying about a lot more often, which is honestly, I've been getting better at it because whether it would just be throughout the whole day, it's not anymore. It's mostly just like, if anything, in the beginning aspect of it, but then I do have to calm myself down. And I do, honestly, I will talk to God in those moments.
Yeah.
And then just be like, hey God, like, honestly, just being honest with him and just be like, God, I'm feeling this way right now. And I don't understand. I need you. Like, I don't understand how else I can go about my day without inviting you into this, like into this area. And I need you in this area because I can't handle it at all. Like it's the most like, I guess just like straight, like forward, like prayer, or just talk with him.
How many stops in like do you make a day, or how long? Does your
Dude,
day
recently
look like
it's been over 200, bro.
Hella stops,
so that's
dude.
just like, 200 stops. And that's not including like how many packages are on a stop. So that could be like the other day I did like 230. I did 230 stops, but I had 307 packages.
That's crazy.
So one stop could have like 16 packages or something like that, like 8 packages or something like that.
How long does that usually take you to finish?
I'm usually done before 5.
And what time do you start? Early,
Depending.
right?
I'll start like 10. Recently it's been like 10. I'll start delivering 10:05, 10:15, something like that.
Do you ever get care packages from houses where it's like, hey, grab a bottle of water and a snack?
Dude, that's like, that literally happens. It happens like every so often. It just depends on the house.
Yeah.
So like, they'll usually have like a sign and be like, delivery drivers, take a drink or something like that. Deliver or they'll have like snacks and stuff like
That's
that
dope.
laid out. So it's cool that they like think of that.
Do you ever find yourself in a situation where you're in FedEx and you have someone who's like a UPS driver?
Yeah.
And like,
And we just
is that
like
real? Is
no,
that a
I
real
mean, I
thing?
think that in the stigma, the UPS drivers and the FedEx drivers are actually like really cool. I think it's just the Amazon drivers no one's really cool with.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I don't know. There's a whole like little background to it that I don't really care about it. But every UPS driver is like super nice to me.
Nice.
But going back onto the snacks thing, bro, there was this one time where during peak season where it was like Christmas.
Yeah.
So like obviously we had like over like 250 like stops all the time.
Dang.
So I was honestly like on the verge of just like breaking down in like tears because I was like out for so long, dude. Because I was just out from like I was out from 9 all the way down to like almost 8.
Yeah.
And I was just like out there still like having like 50 or more, which 50 or more is like a lot depending on how much you average in the hour. So I remember like, because I also didn't have food, and I'm not gonna take a lunch break because I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to get out of here and stuff. So I remember running up to a house and it's dark and I'm using like the scanner and I'm like flashing my like the walking path, and I draw out the package and I look up and there's like a care package. And it's like, drivers, you could take as much snack as you want and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I needed, and that honestly got me through the night.
Yeah.
Because I had like snacks to like chew on and get some like energy. And that actually pushed me to like finish.
Bro, I just imagined you driving your truck and you're just crying because you're breaking down.
Bro, dude, it's so like funny to say, but like it's if anything, it's like the exhaustion that gets it to be like, dang, dude, I want to like just be done with this.
It's super taxing.
Yeah,
Hey, respect to all the delivery drivers, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank me. I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah. What have you been praying for this week?
So I think we talked about it last week, but me and my wife have been talking about it we're praying for a kid.
Let's go.
Hey, ba-boom. I don't know why I did that. That was so dumb. I'm sorry.
Bro, I think that's one of the prayers I've been praying this week, and we were praying it in the car. I'm like, God, whenever you're ready.
But we're ready.
We're
Yeah.
ready.
That's awesome, bro.
Dang, let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
How many kids do you guys want?
How much you want?
The wifey's in the room.
How much you want?
5.
She said
let's
5.
go.
So 5 it is. Whatever she wants.
Yeah. One every year.
One every year.
Next 5 years.
That's crazy.
You're gonna
Dang.
be busy.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
bro.
Busy.
Let's go. I'm excited for
Let's
it. It is definitely like baby season right now. I feel like there's so many people I know that
Yeah.
are just like popping out babies. I feel like once every month, there's at least one every month where like, oh, we're pregnant. It's
Yeah.
crazy. How about you, Austin?
My prayers this week has been just stewarding my gifts and stewarding my time. I really want to pursue a lot of different avenues of video, whether it's through church or through my personal stuff, or finding different ways to do this, all the studio stuff. I just feel like I love it so much, and I just want to like have so many different projects. But I know that I need to like really pick a couple and go all in on it. One of them being the podcast,
Yeah.
and then maybe a second one is church too.
Yeah.
And knowing how to create a video, like a recap video for church on Sundays, that captures the hearts of people, because anybody can make a video, bro. Like
Right.
you just record clips and you just put them back to back to back. But I really want to make myself stand out to the point where if somebody sees a video, they know it's edited for me. Kind of like Arturo for
Okay.
Omar.
Yeah.
Like if once I see a video, I pretty much know it. He edited it.
Yeah.
You know, like having my own style. I've
own
just
taste.
been, I love it because, and I think that kind of stems from, I work in a hospital. I'm a physical therapist, and I can't really record anything that has like in my profession. Like I can't really pull out my phone to record patients or like what I'm doing. That I really want to grow that aspect of video because I can't do it in my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, just I'm praying for the discernment to know which projects I want to pursue and which people that I want to like hit up. You know what I mean? And I'm praying like, I don't know, like with this Vegas thrill stuff, like I can just meet the right people and not necessarily be the video person for them, but like just network,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I've never been in networking, but it'll be
You
cool.
are now.
Dude,
bro.
it's crazy. It's crazy how fast things go if you just shoot your shot. If you just DM the people, like you'll get connected. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about a couple of things. I wanted to talk about drinking alcohol
Okay.
as Christians. And I also want to talk about kind of like cussing.
Okay.
And I think those are a couple things that a non-believer may use that against us,
Yeah.
or that current Christians may be struggling with. And I kind of just want to, lay it out that we're going to speak from our own experiences. And this is, not like, I don't know, not like,
guide
not
or
like a
this is
guide or
go-to.
an advice. But first question is, do you guys drink alcohol? And what is your view of drinking alcohol as a Christian?
Okay.
No, I've definitely drinking alcohol before. I've had a life.
You're drinking an alcohol.
And alcohol, is that what it says?
Yeah.
I've drank alcohol.
Yeah.
I've gotten drunk before. I've gotten drunk to the point where like I don't even remember what happened the night before.
Yeah.
But then, I know it sounds super religious.
Yeah.
I saw a Bible verse and something was preached on a Sunday where like nothing wrong with drinking, but everything wrong with getting drunk. And like that spoke to me. And I was like, dang, that sounds like I shouldn't be getting drunk.
Yeah.
And like another thing is like in the Bible, I read it somewhere. It really convicted me. It was in First Peter, is be alert and of sober mind. And I was like, because why would I drink? It wasn't to like get buzzed. Like I would drink to get drunk.
Yeah.
And the same thing with like marijuana, weed. Like whenever I would want to, because I used to smoke weed too. But whenever I would want to, like, whenever I thought about smoking, it wasn't just to be in the zone. Like, I smoked so I could get high.
Yeah.
And, like, none of that would involve me being sober. So I think, like, that verse alone convicted me. And also, I didn't like the way I was feeling with being drunk all the time and being high all the time. My body felt it. I just didn't like it anymore. And, like, the thing that I've learned, too, is that I have a very addictive personality. So, in a way, I'm like, oh, I'm just getting high. I'm not like you can't get addicted to weed or alcohol, but I was actually really addicted.
Yeah.
And it started affecting the way like how my day went. Like I'd just be either asleep or I like really depended on it because I loved how it made me feel until I got to the point where like I hated it. And then when I figured out I had an addictive personality, I'm like, okay, what can I be addicted to? Or I can be addicted to something better, like the Bible. Something that I've been implementing a lot these last like over half a year now, where I'm just so addicted to it. And I think like I found a good replacement for that. And being around you guys too, like being around community, that's addicting to me. Like and like other things like that. But that's my take.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
How about you guys?
I'd say I'm a casual drinker. I feel like a lot of kind of like many people, we go through our phase where like, you know, high school, college, go to parties, get drunk, black out. And to be real, well, for one, I don't want to get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
Right. But I just personally, when I drink, because I don't really like hard liquor, I'll just drink more beer. But when I mix, it's bad. But one thing that I hate is throwing up.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm so disgustingly loud when I throw up. Even ask my wife. Like you'll hear me from across the bar if I throw up. But I know that if I get drunk, I am gonna throw up, and so I use that as like, all right, I'm just not gonna get drunk because I hate the feeling of like I hate it. But now here, once in a while, I'll still drink beer. If somebody were to hand me like an alcohol shot, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say no, just because I don't like how I feel when I take hard liquor. It'll probably be
the shots get you, bro.
Yeah, it'll probably be like you know, celebrations or real. Like you'd have to be my close friend for me to like really take alcohol with you.
Let's take one right now.
Yeah, let's go right on the podcast. Yeah. But I feel like as a Christian, as long as we are taking control and we are sober in mind, meaning that we're not drunk. Personally, for me, I'm still continuing to drink and I'm just being careful of how I do it and how I present myself. Yeah. If I'm somewhere where I know I need to hold myself up or I'm held accountable, of course I'm not gonna, you know? Yeah. But if I am maybe going out to a special dinner with my wife, I'll order beer. Or if like we're going out to just like one thing like me and my wife used to do when we were living with my parents and also when we were living in the apartment is we would just go to a bar called The Bar. It's like your typical bar. We just love eating the bar food. Like for real, bro. Like it's crazy how good bar food is.
Bar food is
it's crazy. Like just burgers and wings, bro. Yeah. Pizza, it was funny. Fries. We went to the bar one time and we honestly just came in to eat. And this waiter who we loved at the time because he was so nice, like we had him a couple of times, he would come back over and over and again and he would be like asking us for tequila. Like, do you guys want tequila? And we kept saying no. And we were just like, dang, this is how it feels to be in a bar. Like you're kind of expected to drink. Yeah. So now we kind of don't. We don't go to the bar because I would want to go if no one pushes me to drink. Yeah. You know?
The vibes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah. But I do it. I'm just very careful of how I do it.
Yeah.
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 Really.
I would say the same kind of way. I'm more of a social drinker than anything. I think so when I started getting to drinking, I never wanted to I was super against like parties and stuff like that when I was like growing up, like high school and everything. I only started drinking when I started drinking when I was 20. So I was kind of like late, I guess, I don't know, into the game or whatever. But
So an illegal age, okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like it was just later than what like I think like a lot of people my age were doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then when that opened up, oh dude, I was just done from there. Like I think it opened up an opportunity for me because I used to go out all the time, bro. I used to, dude. The worst is the drinking and driving. Is the drinking and driving, bro. Like I used to do that all the time, and I had no problem. I never got pulled over. I never did. But like that's when I knew that it was a big problem where I didn't have a problem with drinking and driving.
Yeah. And you use the excuse of I haven't gotten pulled over yet, so it should be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, and then I don't know, like I don't know, that's we can't go into that because I feel like I would literally just like, because my idea was to get drunk. I wanted to, or I would just drink until and then let everything hit.
Yeah.
Because my way was just like okay, boom, 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 and then just let everything hit at the same time or something like that.
Yeah.
And then see how I feel. And just see where it takes me and stuff like that. So I feel like coming from that now, because I remember when there was honestly a few times where I feel like the Holy Spirit was like talking to me at downtown when I was drunk, and I was just like, it was in the moment of just kind of like depression of like, why am I doing this or something like that, or like I don't know, like I had those moments a lot when then COVID happened, and that was like a saving grace, bro. Because then no one was going out or anything like that. Yeah. That changed my perspective on drinking, just because I was like, oh wait, I could not do this. I could just not drink at all, or I could just not go out. Because really, I wouldn't just drink a beer or something like that, like offhand or like by myself. I thought it was just always like weird. Yeah. So I was just social all the time, and then, party. Let's get, because I'm an extrovert too. And then when you mix that together, it could just turn into a mess.
Yeah.
It's just the party in.
No, I mean, dude. So I mean, like, I would say that I'm a social drinker. It's so much better now though, because now I'm more aware of like when I drink.
Yeah.
Of not trying to get drunk. I think I've slipped up a few times. I wouldn't say drunk though, like like I don't know, like blacked out or something like that. But I mean, like I think I could tend to slip up when I'm around people, because that's where it started. Yeah, where it was just like social. So it's like, and it was also just not knowing when. You're the instigator too, huh? The instigator? Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm the... Because I'm the instigator. I don't know. At parties, especially during drinking games, bro, I will, especially like beer pong, I will be so dumb and just like instigate people to drink. Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. I will join in. I will make sure everybody drinks. So if we were together and you were the person that was like, let's get everyone, I don't know, let's start drinking and stuff like that, I would be in with you. Okay. I'd just be like, so I would join in. But you wouldn't. I don't know if I would ever start. Yeah. Sometimes I think with my family sometimes. Yeah. Like in celebrations. That's the thing too that gets me. Or sometimes celebrations.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially around family.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think that's what that definitely gets me. But I mean, I had to make, I don't know, like choices, bro. I had to really make these choices where like I can't lean on that being drunk. Because what I would notice is that would follow up into my like church life. Yeah. Yeah. And dude, that's like for sure. That sucks, because then it's like when you can be considered someone who is a lead, and like people are sometimes looking up to you and stuff, you can be like, damn, this is kind of false, because I'm like getting drunk on the week. I don't do that anymore. Yeah. But back then it was like, it was just bad, bro. Like, it was,
same here.
Yeah, dude.
Like, bro, I remember like I'd be drinking, and this is when I first started like getting back into church and doing all this, bro. I'd be drinking and like trying to evangelize to people while I'm drunk, bro.
Bro, I would think it was okay to. Yeah. I thought it was okay to. Like, I think that like, yeah, I think it's drinking isn't wrong. but if you get drunk and it leads to that tendency to get drunk, then that's when it can be.
What about this? I just thought about this. I mean, I've kind of thought about it before, but it just got into my mind. What about two Christian people drinking together? Like, let's say you and I, after this podcast, we go out to a restaurant and we just go out to eat, right? And we both order drinks. Like, is that okay? Or
and it's only one drink we're having,
or maybe multiple, because that's like, I say that because let's say whenever I am going out to eat with maybe one Christian person or multiple, I think, especially when it's a place that has drinks, right? There's always kind of this moment where I'm like, when the drink menu's coming around, right? Or the drink menu's already on the table when we first sit in. There's a moment that I'm always like, all right, is someone gonna order a drink? Is someone gonna do it? You know,
because we're all nothing's wrong with like having a couple of drinks. I think a lot of people are really good at like controlling themselves. Like, okay, I've had this many drinks. I'm starting to feel this way. Let me just settle down and sober.
Yeah, I think you need to. I think in that case, you honestly just need to know yourself.
Yeah,
that's really. I think that's what it is for me too. I know myself, and if you place drinks in front of me and I'm okay with it, I'm gonna down them. Yeah, because that's how it was. That's how it was when I first started. Like I would down the drinks and then just let it all hit me. So I would say that I have to know myself, and I do have like that self-control. Yeah. So
I say that too because for me, I'd almost rather drink around Christian people than my regular friends, because those regular friends probably still know me from the past, and will still associate me from who I was before when I used to drink and black out. Yeah. So they may still be tempted to give me all these drinks, thinking I'm still the same person I was 5 years ago. Yeah. But if I am around Christian people, there's probably a high chance that nobody's gonna get drunk. Yeah. And it's gonna be a controlled drinking. Yeah. So in a way, like, I'd rather drink. If I were to drink, I'd rather do it around, believers that I'm really close with, because they know who I am now compared to who I was before.
Yeah, let's emphasize that too. Yeah, like the people that you are very close with.
Yeah, because that know who I am.
Because because if you surround yourself with Christians, I was a Christian.
True. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I was a Christian when I was getting drunk. So like I think that it needs to be around people who, not convicting, but in a way, but also just are aware of what you've been through as an alcoholic. And honestly, if you know how they've been, because it'd be hard for me to drink around someone who I know had problems. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for me to kind of be drunk. Right. Yeah. When I know that someone else has a problem like when they get drunk and stuff like that. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So I think it's just being aware.
Yeah. What about social media? I know of people who still kind of post their drinks or whatever on social media. And I say this because I've kind of transitioned away from that, where before I'd be okay. Like if I were to visit my family in Maui, and drinking is just normal there, right? So like barbecues late at night, everybody's drinking, and I'd be fine posting that I'm drinking like a Corona, right? To where now I feel like things have shifted to where I understand the power of social media. I know that there are eyes where you may not know that there are eyes. And I've transitioned to the point where just like I've chosen not to show really me drinking or having a drink on social media. Like, what do you guys have a take on that?
Well, I think that, social media in general. One of the things that like Pastor Jamin said in his leadership podcast, this recent one, was like, whether we like it or not, social media is a form of communication. Yeah. So it is in our power of what we want to communicate through it. Yeah. And if you want to communicate that you drink and you're always out all the time, or you're partying and you have a drink in your hand, even if it's your first drink, what do you think that would tell someone on the other side that you're holding a drink or like a beer, and maybe they don't know, you're not even drunk, you're just holding a beer, and you're having a fun time?
I'll associate you with that.
What do you mean?
Like I would.
Yeah, you would associate. Yeah, sorry. Yes, you would associate it with like me being like, oh, he's probably drunk right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it sucks. but that's how it is. That's how it is. So, I mean, yeah, I would say you do have to be really careful with that, because I wouldn't want to post something like that. Because I obviously don't want someone. I think you just need to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You do need to keep it to yourselves. There's no need for you to post everything on social media.
And like you can decide what you want to post and not want to post.
Right.
But yeah. I just feel like if you want to post it, go ahead and post it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do post it, you got on Instagram stories, you got close friends. You have that section.
There can be things that are private.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
On the other hand of it too, because it can be kind of refreshing when I see someone who's Christian that goes to the same church as me post that they have a drink in their hand. It's kind of refreshing knowing that nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? Because there's some people that I think very highly of, and they're like they're a role model, right, in terms of the spiritually. But then I may see a drink in their hand and I'm like, all right, he's still human. Like I can't overly spiritualize this person and like make him my goal, like make him my role model. I don't know, I guess I'm just now thinking about that, where there is a caveat to it, where like, yes, maybe like keep it to yourself. But if you happen to slip up and maybe show that you have a drink in your hand, it's not the end of the world, but people see it.
Yeah, I think it could go both ways.
Yeah.
It could really go both. When it comes to social media, it could go both ways in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said like, keep it to yourself. I think if somebody's out there listening to this and you are getting drunk, like what would we say for like someone like that, where do you keep that to yourself, or how do you navigate that?
I think the question would be like, how do you know it's a problem, or how do you? I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I think I would go back to I knew that it was a problem because I wouldn't even, okay, let's not even say it's the Holy Spirit. Let's not get too spiritual, but I would even say that during those moments of me just being drunk, I would feel like I shouldn't be this. Like I shouldn't be like spinning right now.
Yeah.
Right. Like
losing control.
Yeah. I always had a weird feeling. That's all it was. I would always have a weird feeling, and just be like, man, there is something wrong with this right now.
Yeah.
To the person that thinks it's like still okay, I don't know, bro. Like,
I think maybe get in community, start to find people who have maybe overcome that.
Yeah.
Right. And church is, a great place to be. The church is not a group full of perfect people. It's a group of people that have overcome some of the same stuff that you have, or you're trying to overcome. Yeah. And it's like surrounding yourselves with people, especially people like that I really look up to. Like I surround myself with you guys because like I look up to you guys in everybody in their own way. Right. And like, I know none of you guys are like alcoholics, but, and you guys steward your time and your thoughts in other places.
Yeah.
I want to be that way. So I'm going to keep hanging out with you guys, but I feel like there is.
Yeah. That does, like what you said hits the spot, bro. Cause like I would have a group of friends where every time I'd hang out with them, bro, we just straight smoke and get high or drink.
It's just automatic.
It's just automatic. Like once we're together, this is what we're going to do. Like we didn't have to pre-plan it. We just know what was going to be going on. But I think, what really sold it for me was I knew my intentions when it came to that. When I have a drink, I'm not just going to have one drink. I'm going to keep drinking till I get drunk.
Right.
And when I smoke, like I'm not just going to smoke just to smoke. Like I'm going to smoke to get high.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think like knowing my intentions with that, I kind of just like, you know what, maybe some people can have a drink and be one drink and be fine. But like, just being self-aware, I know that if I were to think about it, I'd do it just to be gone, bro. Like I'm just out of it.
Yeah.
But
I guess it would just, I think that the question that you should ask yourself is, why are you? Why are you getting drunk? Why are you getting high? Why are you like, why there's always a why. Yeah. There's not initially like, oh, I just want to get drunk because I want to get drunk. there is a reason behind that. I don't
Sometimes
just watch porn to watch porn.
Sometimes it'd be for me to cope.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
get high because I've had a stress day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'd want to drink because, like, I used to come home, like, even Kyla, like, when we first started living together, like, I would come home after a 12-hour shift and
Yeah.
get drunk.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
And you're on the pod. Get off the pod.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Yeah.
out. But yeah, that's what I would do. And then
Yeah.
I realized, like, dude, like, I even, like, with being married, like, I knew I wasn't there, like, mentally. Like, when me and my wife would have conversations, like, I'd be too high to talk to her. I'd be too
Yeah.
drunk to even talk to her.
That's crazy.
And, like, I seen how that affected her. I'm like, dude, okay, I just have to cut this off.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like, I'm not, like, I was like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing any of this. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how, but that's just me, right? Everybody's different.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, everybody has their own.
I want to add on too, just practically, it can get expensive.
Dude, let's talk about that.
I save so much money now that I'm
Bro.
not buying weed from the dispensaries, bro.
Dude, a pack of beer could go run up to like $25. And you get 2 packs.
If you go to a restaurant, a beer is like probably $7.
Oh,
This is a tall boy.
Yeah.
once I would get
No,
into
like
that.
a pint is probably like $7, right?
That's crazy.
If you think about it, if you get like a 6-pack of Corona, that's $10. So you could, like,
Well, you could buy a 40-pack of water for $5.
dude, you're spending so much at a restaurant, but like that's probably the only time I ever drink.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny because it's like whenever I finish my drink and then like the waitress comes back or waiter, they're like, "Oh, do you want another one?" In my heart, I'm like, "Yes, I do want one," but I have to be like, "Damn, that's another $7, $8," you know?
Or 12. Dog,
Yeah.
like I don't know, is it martinis? I don't even know the
Oh,
legals.
yeah,
Like,
even
those
mixed drinks are even more expensive. Yeah,
But yeah,
so I'm just done paying the money for it.
that's true. Practically,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could be putting your money in other stuff.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into a segment that people have been loving. We've got questions. Kyla, Tyler's wife, is actually here. She
don't have
got us
answers.
some questions, so bring it on. What's the first question, Kyla?
What was your guys' favorite toy growing up?
Favorite toy.
What was your favorite toy growing up? Mine was a Buzz Lightyear, like action figure
Okay.
that like you press it and it does the whole like sound. What's crazy is my parents recently went to the Philippines like last year, and they brought back the original Buzz Lightyear toy that we
Is it
grew
the
up.
toy where you could put, it's like,
You can put like
you put the thing over
globe-
and it had the button and it opens.
dude. And that was when I was like probably like 3 years old, 4 years, 5 years old, right? So that was like 20 years deep, and they brought it back, and it's at their house, but it's all busted up now. But yeah, that's my
dang.
favorite. I mean, it's still like it's a 20-plus-year-old toy.
Yeah.
But now we have it here in the States. It's crazy. Yeah, that's mine.
What about you, Zach? What was your favorite toy?
Dang, I had so many, bro. My favorite ones were mini cons from Autobots, Transformers Autobots. So from Transformers, they would come in packs, and you would get like the big Transformer, and then in the pack itself, they would have like a little mini guy. And I loved the mini cons. So I would collect the mini cons, like the versions of them. And they were just minier versions of the Transformers. And I loved it because then they would just be, I would like create like little army scenes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It was so much fun. I don't know. I used to have so many, dude. I used to have like just a tub full of mini cons.
Yeah.
It's so random. Yeah. I used to have like just a tub full of them. And they were just so cool to me, dude. Just because you could like play with it. They were just better than like the bigger versions.
What's interesting is as kids, anything and everything's interesting.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, remember those little toys of armies, like little green, those army guys that are like, they're like stationed like
Yeah, the
this.
army men. Yeah, yeah.
Little ones, dude. I'd have like so many of those, and I just
Yeah.
line them up and just
Is it
play
like they're
pretend.
having a war?
Yeah, just play pretend.
Dude, you know what I used to get was the little parachute ninjas.
Yeah.
The quarter machines and stuff like that. I love those things. But then
Just
I would
drop 'em
But then I would
from
drop them, and then like the parachute didn't work,
just falls
so I just cut off the
Yeah.
parachute. Or I mean, I used to fun. fun fact about like toys really quick is that like I used to have like a tub full and I was reaching like 12 years old or something like that. And my stepdad and my mom, they sat down with me and they were like, we think that you should maybe start getting rid of some toys.
You have an
And
addiction.
then I was like, oh, I love these guys now. I love all my toys. And then they were like, maybe you should start like, thinking about, because you're getting older.
Yeah.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. And I remember one day I just like stood up and I grabbed my tub and it was the saddest thing. I walked to the back of my like house and I threw them in the trash can and I was crying and I was like, and I was just like shaking the tub and I was like, and it was like Bionicles, all these like other
wow.
yeah, like these buildable like dragons and stuff like that. And I was like
Dog,
dumping them. And I was
Bionicles
so
was
sad,
nuts.
bro.
Wow.
It was really
Damn,
sad.
throwback to
Wow,
Bionicles.
wow.
Yeah.
What about you? What you got?
It's still my favorite toy. Is Legos considered toys?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Legos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Legos goes
fire,
crazy.
bro.
I had so many Legos in my growing up as a kid. Like it was bad, bro. I had the small Legos. I'd have the big Legos. Like I would just go crazy over Legos, and I kind of still do because I have little nieces who have the Lego sets, and I'll
yeah.
be playing with them more than they do. Whenever I see them.
You've got to be
Legos,
creative too
Yeah,
to
bro.
like build all those things.
I used to make like weapons.
Yeah.
Out of Legos.
Dope. Yeah.
I love that. Dude.
Yeah.
I love the minifigs of Legos. That was my favorite.
bro.
All the minifigures.
Oh yeah.
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 What else you got, babe?
Second question. What do we got?
I have a question while we're waiting. What's
Okay.
your guys' favorite cereal?
Oh,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro.
Dang, that is so crazy that is so like popular.
I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's so bad for you. But I love it.
OG would probably Rice Krispies. Just OG.
No way.
But then
Remember the Rice Krispie commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Pop, he's been popping.
Yeah, and the three guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Honey Bunches of Oats is probably like I guess I don't know if it's a healthier version, but it's something that I can consistently eat without getting tired of it.
With almonds.
No.
Oh dang, never mind.
Yeah. Crystal loves it with the almonds, but I'm like,
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say if it's not Honey Bunches of Oats, it's probably Cheerios. I love Cheerios.
You know what was a high key good cereal? It was Pops. You ever had
Oh,
those?
Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
It's
pretty
still
good.
around.
Yeah.
They're not, but the only thing about Pops is that they would they're just so bulky.
And they get soggy, bro.
Yeah, they get soggy
a
and they
long
just
time.
like, they're kind of like, I don't know, like in your mouth. They're
You
just-
know, another runner up is Cookie Crisps.
Oh, Cookie Crisp, dude. I love
Crazy. Yeah. And
those.
when you put the milk in and you just wait just the right time so it's
Yeah.
not too crunchy.
Or like you would find one with a
Or-
ton of chocolate chips on them.
Yeah.
Like,
Or like Oreos.
oh,
Those are-
Oreo O's.
Those are fire. Yeah.
Oreos.
They're pretty much like Cookie
They're just
Crisps. Just mini Oreos.
They're just Oreos.
Yeah. They're fire.
So,
Yeah.
what else?
What's your dream car?
What is your dream car?
Dang, dude.
It used to be a Beamer, a BMW, but now I know that maintenance on it's trash after like 100,000.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I honestly, I don't really care for cars too much. Like if it's a reliable car that's clean, that's not too flashy but not
Yeah.
too beat up, I kind of don't really
Yeah.
care. Like, but if someone gave me a free car,
What would you want that free car to be?
Yeah.
it would either be a truck, which I've never driven a truck because of just its use. You, like if I don't know, you need to move stuff, right? Or a Tesla, probably.
Tesla would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, TK?
Oh, dang. I'm not really much of a car guy, but
That's so funny. I'm not either.
but I
have one. I have one.
remember because I used to play GTA 5 a lot.
Oh yeah.
And there's always this one car that I would steal from whenever I saw it on the street.
Which one?
GTA. It was the Audi.
Yeah.
It looked like the Audi R8.
Yeah.
So I remember like this is like back in high school, bro. I was like, dang, if I had an Audi R8, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I guess I would go with that. Only
I used to love the BMW i8, which is like the Falcon doors. It was like blue and white. It was sick. But
I think my recent ones over these past few years was a either a vintage Ford Bronco So like I don't know if you guys have ever. It's
Yeah,
like a,
I know
like a
what
tr-
it
like
is.
I don't know. It's like a truck kind
Yeah.
of or a Jeep or something like that. I don't know. I say I don't know. I'm not really into cars. But I mean, or their new school like
Yeah.
Ford Broncos are like really sick. The only thing about them is that they're if they're in an accident, they'll topple. Like they're I guess they're like the high risk of like accidents. Like if you get-
Broncos?
yeah, like if it collides with someone, it will just get destroyed.
I thought Broncos were heavy duty. That if you like
I
hit
guess
somebody,
that-
they're
They look
done.
heavy duty.
No, I think they look heavy duty, but I guess that they're I don't know what the term is, but like their accident.
Yeah.
Like if you get into an accident, you'll just get destroyed.
Oh.
And it relates
Which kinda
with
sucks,
the,
'cause
it
I don't
relates
want
with the
that.
Broncos football team, and I'm a fan. We just
Dang
topple
it.
it.
Have you guys been in a Hummer before?
No.
Yes.
Dog, dude. My
are
uncle
crazy.
used to own a couple. It's insane just being inside a Hummer. You feel like a tank.
I drove one, and
Did you?
it's like
It
insane.
runs so much gas. It's insane. But
Yeah,
I've never experienced that.
yeah,
Dude,
you
they're-
never see Hummers now.
they're pretty crazy. Nia almost got one.
Yeah.
and and I was like, dude, this thing is insane. But it was
gonna
like from a
ruin-
friend, like so she would drive it around a
Yeah.
lot of the time, and then I drove it like a few times, and it is crazy.
Yeah. All right.
Now we're part of the Honda gang, so
Toyota gang. Yoda.
oh, you guys.
I'm a Yoda.
That's right.
I'm a Honda gang.
I used to own a Honda sports car, like lowered, but it was my favorite car. It had like a sunroof and everything.
Dude.
But when you turned it on, it was hella loud. Like you'll know that it like you can hear it. So when I got rid of that one and I got a Toyota and it was like silent basically. When I first turned on the Toyota, I was like, is this thing on? Because I got used to my Honda being loud. So I was like, wait, is this car broken? Because I heard nothing. But anyways,
That's crazy.
yeah.
bro.
Last question. What do we got?
If you could hang out with one celebrity, who would you hang out
Oh,
with?
damn. That's
If
a
we
good
could
one.
hang out with one celebrity, who would it be?
I have to think about that one.
Dang it,
Dang,
dude.
That's a good question.
Okay.
I don't know why I went straight to like spiritual celebrity. Yeah. Like a
Jesus.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Saul.
Yeah.
Before,
Saul.
actually, before he was.
Yeah.
His BC day.
I think okay, so for me, okay, I was actually just talking to Nia about this, but it would actually probably be Jackie Chan.
That was sick.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
that'd
would
be
probably be
dope.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, I loved him growing up.
Yeah.
I used to like watch his like do you guys remember the cartoon Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
for sure.
I would love that show so
Yeah.
much. Me and my brother would just binge that show. So I would say probably it's so funny because I'm Asian.
I love, yeah.
Great answer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm Asian. I don't know. Jackie Chan would be dope though.
I'd say for me, only because I love his movies so much, it would be Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's
and
a good
and his whole crew.
Yeah, that
bro.
is a good one. That's a good one.
Wait, is this to meet or hang out with?
To hang out with.
Hang out with or do both. What? That's the same thing.
I feel, well, for me right now that you mentioned Adam Sandler, mine would be Will Ferrell.
that's
Because
a
like
good one, too.
That's a great
Anchorman is like the all-time great.
Yeah.
But I would want to just meet him. I wouldn't really want to, like, I don't know. I wouldn't really want to spend too much time with him.
Why?
Like if I could spend time with his younger self when he was peak at his movies
Yeah.
and all that. But I think he's a lot older now, and I don't know. I haven't kept up with him. But not that I
talking
keep
like
up
you
with
don't.
not that I keep up with
I
him.
actually just talked to him yesterday. He holds up. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, probably Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
Oh, that's a great
That'd be good
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about let's flip it to which pastor would you want to like spend 30 minutes with
Oh, okay.
one-on-one?
And it can't be
Obvious.
It
Oh,
can't be biased.
It can't be Pastor Jabin. It can't be Pastor Omar.
Pastor JR. I'm just kidding. Man, that's a good one. Probably.
I know mine. Mine would be Pastor Charles Metcalf from Transformation Church, because the way he preaches, man, there was this. He has a prayer and fasting sermon that it was probably one of the first ones that I watched, but I will always remember this dime that he dropped. He said, "We don't close our eyes to pray. We pray to open our eyes." And from that sermon, I was a big fan. And the way he just preaches is amazing. And I think he's around our age. He's like less than 30.
Crazy.
He's got like 5 kids. Oh, in 5 years, like 5 years. That's why I mentioned earlier, because he had like a kid every single year. Yeah, he just pumped them out. But I would love to spend 30 minutes with him and talk about like how to navigate late 20s going into early 30s and lessons that he could teach me on starting a family. Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
Wow.
Do you have one, TK?
I think for me, only because I'm involved in his courses and like he's teaching me so much, bro. I would love to sit down and just like pick apart his mind about the Bible. It would be Manny Arango.
Pastor Arango.
Yeah.
Even though like he does it in his Arma courses, I would just love to be like one-on-one and be like just
That's a good one.
A whole bunch of questions
That is a good one.
on that man.
That's a good
But
one.
I think for me it'd be Manny Arango.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I think the person that comes to mind is actually Pastor Jared Neiman.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's dope.
I think the reason why he comes in is just because of how like what he's been through with like depression and just like a lot of mental things. So I would love to pick his brain.
Yeah.
And like kind of like see like how he's like come through like mentally and how he's like kept like his relationship with God through it all and everything. And just
Yeah, his preaching's solid too.
oh dude, it's so good. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. Him
Yeah.
or Dan Leanne.
Dan Leanne.
Dan Leanne, bro.
He's awesome.
Oh, he's
Dude,
Wow.
he's like uncle. He's
he really is.
It's
like,
funny
uncle.
because whenever Dan Leanne is mentioned, it's like the same reaction like that. Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy is hilarious. Bro.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Oh, he's just so quick.
Yeah.
But also, like, at the same time, when he's preaching, bro, it's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dan Leanne, he's definitely up there.
He's a special guy. Love him.
I guess last question that I thought of. If you can spend 5 minutes with your past self from 1 year ago, what would you tell what would you tell yourself from 1 year ago?
Oh, easy. Take your relationship with Jesus more seriously, and not just serve your heart out to where you're just serving and working. Yeah, I would definitely say that. Just because I feel like my past self was more into the serve aspect of things than, even though I could take notes and stuff like that, I think that I just didn't take it as serious as I would say now. You know, like I could remember like sermons now. You know,
Yeah.
back then it was just like in and out, kind
Yeah.
of. So I would say that probably, I would probably just say take it more seriously. Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
stop being a baby and just take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Be more intentional.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a deep question. I think for me, if let's say a year ago, I think if I could tell myself what I know now, is be intentional with what you think about,
It's good.
because not everything you think about is you,
Yeah.
and you can take control about what you think about. Because a year ago, bro, I didn't know, like I could think about what I think about,
Yeah.
and I think knowing that now, like sometimes I'll be thinking about things that like I know you guys, I could probably speak for you guys, but like making up a fake scenario and like be like, if this ever happened, this is what I would do, this would
Right.
do. And like how you could just entertain your thoughts so easily. And now like I just been putting it into practice where whenever I do catch myself thinking about that, I'm like, wait a minute. All right. Why am I thinking about
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
It's just random. But yeah, if I could tell myself, it's like you have power over your thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's fire.
That's just been like
That's so good.
breakthrough for me, bros. That thought life, take it
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah. I'd say for me, it would be, if I were to tell myself a year ago, build as much confidence in your wife as possible.
Facts.
I say that because I have an amazing wife. I have an amazing marriage.
Shout out, Crystal.
We both love each other. And there's moments where she's just not confident, and she expresses that to me. And there's been many times where I've failed to realize the position that I'm in to build her confidence. And I sat down. I was dropping you off the other day, and I showed him this post on Instagram. It was like 4 ways to build confidence in your wife, and each point it was just like, damn, I'm not doing that to my fullest capacity. And I really feel week in, week out where when my wife feels very confident, the household feels amazing.
Yeah.
Right. But during those weeks when she doesn't feel confident, there is stuff lacking.
Right.
So if I were to tell myself 1 year ago, it wouldn't be about myself. It would be about my wife, because I definitely need to do a lot better as a husband in that way. Even though overall our marriage is amazing, but yeah, I'm glad that those were some good conversations that we just had.
Yeah. A lot. Wow. A lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, dude.
Good night. Yeah.